What's up, you guys? Godzilla Fan Freaks coming at you today with well, by the title, it's just using other accessories from other figures to go with other figures. You know, mix and matching accessories with figures that may not have any accessories and whatnot. So let's get right on to it. First off, we're gonna go over some Gamera Revoltech figures. Those come with you know, we all know the Revoltechs come with lots of accessories. So you have the 1967 Gamera here. Of course, he comes with the flying jets, and you can put all four of them in. But if you just want to put two of them in, you can just have them flying like that. And then, of course, the 1995 Gamera has his own flying jets like this. But then we all know the Gamera from Gamera 2, Attack of Legion. That Revoltech doesn't have any flying effect parts. And so, if you want that Gamera to have flying effect parts, just take the other two jet streams from the 1967 Gamera, pop out his legs, and then boom, you have three flying Gameras now. That is very cool, and that's just a good way to mix and match accessories. That way you can have all three Gameras that have a flying effect part. Of course, this one's the only one that you can do, you know, the all fours spinning, you know, flying saucer, you know, effect. But, I mean, you can have all of them with their jet streams coming out the back legs. So, yeah, a good way to use this this Gamera's other two jet part accessories for this Gamera. So, there you go with the Revoltech Gameras. So let's get these off to the side, just because we do have some figures, a good amount that we're going over today. Next up, a figure you guys might not even think about would be in this video. YMSF Megalon. What accessory from other figure could use for this guy? Well, I thought about it, and just get your Tamashii stand here, and one of the beam effect parts from the SH Monster Arts King Ghidorah. Proportion it at the right height, since Megalon's kind of at an slanted angle. You got to proportion it right, and then you just sit this right in the cradle, and then you just kind of rest this on the top of his horn. I hope this is getting in the camera shot. Let me try to angle this better, the best I can for you guys, and just get it to sit in the cradle, sit that on top of his horn, and there you go. You have a Megalon firing his electrical beam from his horn. Very cool, right? Yeah, that's awesome. I just thought, yeah, that's pretty cool, you know? I mean, it's not even a figure that comes with any accessories, but this is what I mean. Using accessories from other figures to go with other figures. I mean, even, you know, basic, you know, standard, you know, vinyl figures, I guess, like the YMSF Megalon. So there you go. You can use your electrical effect parts from the SH Monster Arts King Ghidorah if you have a YMSF Megalon, and you just got to have a Tamashii stand. Next up is the SH Monster Arts Destroya. Now, some people already know what hopefully some already know what I'm going to do here, but just in case you don't know, this Destroya did not come with any effect parts. Kind of a bummer, right? Because we were always getting SH Monster Arts with effect parts, and now they're kind of skimping out on us. The only next effect part that we're actually getting is the Silk Shot with the Mothra larva, but it's not really that great. Shit, you could do the freaking, you can just extend a mothball and have a mothball shoot out of it, really, just some of that mothball fuzz, really, if you really wanted to do that. So, I mean, they're kind of stimping out on us on these accessories for SH Monster Arts. But let me get the little cradle thing off here for the Ghidorah thing. You could use Rodan's beam effect part, since it's purple, and Destroya's was also a purple color. Just stump this right onto the stand and get it proportioned correctly. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit your wing there, Destroya. Don't kill me. And I'm just going to get it right there the best I can. It's probably not perfect, but you guys get the idea. And then boom, I pull him back a little bit since he is a little bit of a bigger figure. Hopefully it's in the camera shot. And then there you go. You have Destroya with a beam effect part. That is very nice, and it goes along perfectly. Alright, that's done. Destroya, I'm going to have to set you on the floor, because there's no room for you on that little table. Next up, SH Monster Arts Kiryu. Now, of course, we know Kiryu didn't come with any effect parts, really. I mean, really all the other things that came with him were part of the figure. They really weren't a special effect part. But for Kiryu, you know, and some people have done this one too, you can use the beam effect part from Space Godzilla. I'm just trying to find the peg hole here, that way I don't waste too much time looking for it later. And of course, we all know Kiryu's maser cannon in his mouth was not this exaggerated, not this, you know, crazy. But, you know, it still has the same electrical look. And it's not perfect, but it works for what you need it to do, more or less. I mean, again, his maser cannon in his mouth wasn't this elaborate. It wasn't this crazy. You know, it was just your basic electrical firing. But this works very well if you want to recreate his maser cannon in his mouth effect part. Just use Space Godzilla's Corona Beam. Now, the next figure we're going to go on to is a Bandai figure, believe it or not, and we're going to use the same effect part. The next one is the Bandai Batra Larva. Just narrow this down just a little bit, and then boom, you have Batra firing his top horn beam, you know, electrical beam, because we all know that beam was very large, extravagant, and out of control looking. It didn't really veer off into two sections like the Space Godzilla Corona Beam does, but it still works, and it still looks very good with the figure. Probably proportion it up just a little bit higher, that way it's up near the top, and then boom, there you go. You have a Batra Larva that is able to have a beam effect part. That's cool, right, guys? Yeah. I thought this would be a very cool video idea. Now, the last set of figures that we're going to go over can all use the same beam effect part. Now, since I had to walk over here and grab them and bring them over since I ran out of room, sorry about this, guys, being off camera for a second. Just give me a few seconds. The next effect part we're going to be using, the effect part from the SH Monster Arts Godzilla First Edition. This is Godzilla's beam effect part. Very nice, right? Well, what can you use it with? Well, you can use it for several things, and I think you guys know where I'm going to be going, but I'm going to go where you guys don't think I was going to go. Now, we've been doing all kinds of kaiju figures, but for those of you that are Dragon Ball Z fans and that have this figure, that have the first, first, since they redid this figure, this is the first wave or first edition Super Saiyan Goku, you can use the Godzilla effect part with Goku here, as looks like he's shooting a Kamehameha wave. And boy, this effect part looks like it just goes with this figure. I mean, you wouldn't even think that. I mean, it just looks spot on, it looks perfect, and it just looks amazing. You can't go wrong. So boom, there you go. If you have this figure, but you don't have a Kamehameha wave, you know, effect part that comes with him, because he doesn't have anything that comes with him except extra face and hands and stuff. If you have the Godzilla beam effect part, boom, hook it up with Goku here, and then boom, there you go. You are doing a Kamehameha wave. Now, let's get Goku out of the way. Now, you can also use Godzilla's beam effect part for your Bandai Godzillas. Now, of course, you know, some people have probably thought of this, but I just thought this would be a cool video to throw it together to show you guys. Now, this one's kind of tough because this Godzilla's kind of at a slant, so it's not going to be perfectly lined up, and I don't want to waste too much time getting it perfectly lined up. But here you go. You have the Bandai 1968 Godzilla firing the atomic ray. So boom, there you go with that. That looks very good and very nice. I like the way it works out perfectly. Now, get him out of the way. The next one we'll do is the 50th Anniversary Memorial Box, Godzilla 1975. Now, you can use this with any Bandai Godzilla figure. I just have a select few that I picked out just for this video. I wasn't going to go through all of them because that'd be way too much time and I wouldn't see the point. So I just have 3 Godzillas that I'm going to be using to show this off. And then there you go. You have the 1975 50th Anniversary Memorial Box Godzilla shooting the atomic ray. Check that out. That's pretty awesome, right? And last up, we have... Get him to sit right there. Last, we have the 50th Anniversary Memorial Box Godzilla 1984. One of the faves of the memorial box of a lot of collectors. Now, you do have to proportion this kind of a little more trickier, but it is kind of a trick, and like I said, I can't get it perfect for you guys, but this is as close as I'm going to be able to get for it. And then boom, there you go. You have the 1984 Godzilla firing the atomic ray. What more could you want? And I mean, even though these are Bandai figures, the effect part goes well with them. I mean, it just goes perfect. So you can't go wrong. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video review. I hope you guys, use this, as an idea for, if you have these effect parts to go with these other figures. That way, it kind of enlightens you more and you're like, oh, this is really cool. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I thought it was a great idea to do a video like this. Anyways, you guys, we are Godzilla Fan Freaks. As always, please comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next video review. Thank you for watching.